You know, one of my favorite parts about One Piece is that after a major arc, we get a couple big lore drops and some big reveals, and then we move on to the relaxing part where no big revelations happen and everybody gets to relax and there's no new questions. We are in the new era of One Piece. Oda did not kid around when he said, hey, get ready because now I am writing the One Piece. And just like that, we enter chapter 1056, Cross Guild. Hello Internet, I am the hero of Julios once again with another One Piece chapter summary. And in this chapter summary, we'll be talking about the cover art to begin with. The cover art is Katakuri and Oven jumping into action and getting ready to fight the Germa 66. So it looks like Luffy's fight did not completely get rid of Katakuri. Either that or he's had a few days to relax while Judge and his two remaining children had sailed away and then changed their minds and came back. We don't actually know exactly how much time has passed since Whole Cake Island ended. It's safe to assume that Big Mom is no longer in Whole Cake Island, but for all we know, she dealt with the Germa and then just like the next morning sailed off. So this could have been a week after, this could have been a month after. Well, I doubt it's a month. Well, then again, a lot of sailing between Zoe and, Whole Cake Island, and then between, Whole Cake Island and Wano. So if enough time has passed, regardless, Katakuri's up and running, and that's good, because I actually kind of wanted this cover story to be about him. My guess is he's going to win this fight, or if nothing else, the Germa will escape, but not like, it's not going to be a completely lossless voyage for them. I don't think the Germa are going to be able to steal some technology and run away. I think it's just going to be, they got in, they got their siblings, they left. And Katakuri, I don't know, with Big Mom in her current situation in the middle of a big lava pit, he might be doing his duties as the new leader of Totland. Only time will tell. But enough about that, because this is a chunky chapter, which has a little bit of brevity at the start of it. We have the aftermath of the fight between the Green Bull and the Scabbards. You got Raizo and Shinobu both in critical condition. They are almost mummified from how much life force was sapped out of them. And even as they're lying there in pain, they're both kind of apologizing for not being able to do more. Fortunately, everyone managed to get back together, and Kinemon is actually the most upset of them all because he wasn't actually there to help. Personally, I feel like we can forgive Kinemon for this. He has been through enough. He's the one that, went and got Momonosuke back from Doflamingo and managed to save both Raizo, who was actually safe to begin with, and Kanjuro, who turned out to be an enemy. Kinemon's been through a lot. I think the dude deserved to do what he did and go see his wife, who, even after 20 years, is still as beautiful as he remembered. That is love right there, and I hope someday I can look at my wife 20 years after I've jumped through time and tell her she is as beautiful as she was the day that I disappeared. A little bit later, Carrot is called into Cat Viper and Dogstrom's office, or, well, the room they're staying in at the castle, only to get some information from them. They're staying in Wano as Kozuki Momonosuke's retainers or advisors, or just here to help protect from everything that's going to be attacking them. And they want Carrot to be the new leader of Zoe. At first, Carrot is just as shocked as I'm sure a lot of readers were. There's Wanda, there's Cecilian, there's the Three Musketeers, there's pretty much a lot of other people that Carrot would consider more qualified than her. But as the other Minks all tell her, even though she's not the strongest, they will defend Zoe with her as she leads, because she is the one who is carrying on Pedro's will. Who, by that statement, I'm going to guess that maybe not Dogstorm, but maybe Cat Viper was like getting Pedro ready to be his replacement. Maybe Dogstrom was looking for someone too, but the two of them decided that with Pedro's sacrifice and putting everything on Carrot, he probably saw something in her that needed to be proven, and then recent events going on in the Wano battle kind of proved to them that Carrot was ready, if nothing else, to at least be a fledgling leader until she's old enough and wise enough to lead and defend on her own. At first I was wondering if Carrot takes over one half of the day, who's going to take over the other half, until I remembered Zoe used to have one ruler. So it's not that shocking that Cat and Dog would like it to go back to that. Granted, I think a lot of residents of Zoe have gotten used to maybe a nocturnal lifestyle, but regardless, it seems that Carrot will not be joining the Straw Hat crew. So, to anyone who was really hoping for Carrot, especially a certain YouTuber that I watch a lot, I feel very bad. It's sad to hear that those who wanted Carrot will not be getting Carrot. But moving on from there, Sukiyaki actually decides to reveal himself to his grandchildren, letting them know that he is their grandfather and he wants to, keep a secret that he's alive. And, well, his grandkids don't want that. They want him, even if he's living his life as just a random citizen of Wano, the two of them are very happy to know that they do have some family left. Personally, I'm hoping that he'll teach the two of them how to read poneglyphs, but maybe we should give them some time on that. Given that Luffy is reaching the end of his journey, it might not even be necessary to know how to read poneglyphs once Robin's found the final one. However, I have to say, of everyone in this particular scene, I relate to Kinemon the most. When I heard all those theories about Tenguyama, and I heard other people talking about, he's still alive, I was like Kinemon, where the reveal of him alive, I was kind of shocked. So it's nice to know, even though all the other scabbards, even though all the other YouTubers, even though the rest of the fandom knew, at least Kinemon's there for me to admit that he had absolutely no clue. Speaking of Sukiyaki, the information of the Pluton still existing has finally come to the rest of the Straw Hats' attention, as Robin lets them all know about it. Frankie is the most shocked of them all, considering he's the one that had the blueprints for a bit. Luffy, of all people, actually brings that up, saying, "Hey, Frankie, didn't you burn those?" And Frankie went, "Yeah, no, they're gone, but to think that the Pluton's here, why would Odin want to unleash that?" And Robin goes, "Oh, by the way, Luffy, since we know the Pluton's here, do you want it?" I like that. Robin's just like, "Oh, by the way, Luffy, do you want the world-ending weapon? We're already friends with Shirahoshi, so let's just double up and have 2 out of 3 of the world-ending weapons." To which Luffy, in typical Luffy fashion, says, "Nah, we don't need that. If the time comes, we'll just punch Pluton in the face and we won't need it." So, yeah, whereas most pirates would totally take that up, fortunately, it seems only Robin and Law know the truth, and both crews in general don't want to bring the end of the world. With world-ending problems out of the way, the door opens up and we see Shinobu, who has fully recovered, so I'm gonna guess this means a few days have passed since the initial Green Bull incident. But Shinobu is back to her younger look. I'm not exactly sure where the logic is on that, but it's One Piece. She is back to being her beautiful younger self, but she does mention that she is a mature woman, so maybe she's definitely the same age. So, again, One Piece logic. The important thing here is Tama is going to be her apprentice and learn how to be a lady ninja. And it's so cute, because she shows off her little ninja outfit to Nami and Luffy, and my shipping vibes come back into play. Yes, I am one of those Luffy-Nami shippers. I don't know if I ever mentioned that on this channel, but it's not like a super endgame thing for me. It's just something I think would be cute. Anyways, Tama, adorable. Shinobu, back to normal. My question is, what does Raizo look like? Because if Shinobu has gotten a glow-up, what happened to Raizo? Is he like some handsome chiseled individual, or is he back to being Raizo? But things don't even stop there, because as the Straw Hats had finished talking about Pluton, Caribou, of all people, overheard. Mind you, Caribou knows where Poseidon is. Caribou knows where Pluton is now. And he mentions that there is a certain someone who would love to hear about this. My question is, Caribou was captured by Kaido. Caribou was a member of a revolution. I don't think he was exactly a member of the Revolutionary Army, but he was a part of a revolution in one of the cover stories. What if Caribou, the certain someone he's talking about, is Dragon? Caribou doesn't care where the money comes from. Caribou doesn't care where the carnage comes from. Caribou just likes killing people. Celestial dragons are people. Kind of. Celestial dragons can die. So, logic would state that maybe Dragon would want to hear where the ancient weapons are, which would cause an interesting conflict. Would Dragon even want to use such a thing? Regardless, I think that's who Caribou's talking about. The only other real candidate would be Blackbeard, because the Celestial Dragons, the Gorosei, the Marines, Akainu, they'd have absolutely no reason to listen to or even believe Caribou. So my top two candidates for that will be Dragon and Blackbeard, leaning towards Dragon. At this point, I've got to say, it's probably at least 3 weeks after Kaido's been defeated, because we get yet another days later little bracket thing. So I think, between the week after Kaido, when Luffy finally woke up, these little time skips that have happened, we got, the few days later kind of thing, maybe 2 weeks. Maybe it's been 2 weeks since Kaido was defeated. But we cut to Momonosuke looking for Zoro because he wants Zoro to teach him how to use a sword. And granted, I think Kinemon could do a fair job, but he's kind of been looking up to Zoro in sort of a big brother fashion, and now, debatably, he is older than Zoro. He still wants Zoro to teach him some cool things, only to find that the whole Straw Hat crew are gone. Apparently, the Straw Hats have told everyone about their departure except for Kinemon and Momonosuke, which I'm getting really big, Vivi vibes here, where, the Straw Hats, obviously, she knew they were leaving, but it's kind of like, I think we're going to get a big, huge two-panel spread of, not two-panel, two-page spread of Kinemon and Momonosuke saying goodbye to the Straw Hats, because it's been a long journey. If you really think about it, we've known Momonosuke and Kinemon almost as long as we've known the post-time skip Straw Hats. We met them in Punk Hazard, guys. This is almost 400 chapters we've known these two. That's even longer than we've known Vivi. So, I don't know. I mean, I feel like they have grounds to be sort of official Straw Hats at this point. I wouldn't, maybe not as far as Vivi, but they were a traveling companion to the Straw Hats for a very long time. So it's kind of weird that the Straw Hats would leave without saying anything. While the two of them are looking for the Straw Hat crew, we find out that all 3 captains have decided to leave at the exact same time on the exact same day, and none of them are happy about it because the alliance is over. They are back to being rivals. Kid wants to kill Luffy. Law wants to find the One Piece. Luffy wants to be king of the pirates. So as a result, 3 captains, 3 points on the log posts, 3 different choices. Obviously, Kid and Luffy want to go to the same one because it's the most dangerous one. In fact, they actually just want to go to the middle one because that just seems like what they both want to do. They get angry about it, and Law decides he's going to go to the one on the left, which is northeast, because northeast is the most direct route. After that, Kid and Luffy draw lots, and Luffy loses. So it looks like the next island we're heading to is southeast of the Straw Hats' current location in Wano. Obviously, I don't know the name of that island, but we know that Kid and Law are going to be geographically ahead. Poneglyph-wise, we know that Kid is 1 behind the Straw Hat crew, because Law was traveling with Luffy when he got his hands on the Zou Poneglyph, so I assume the Heart Pirates have a copy of that. But Law actually decides to give Kid a copy of the one they got from Kaido, because, as Law put it, you were a part of the Alliance, you did some of the work, you deserve some of the pay. With this, Kid now has a copy of Kaido's Poneglyph and a copy of Big Mom's. Luffy and Law have a copy of Zou's Poneglyph, which, I don't know, maybe Law gave a copy to Kid, maybe he didn't, but for now, we know for a fact that Kid has 2. Because as they're talking, Kid mentions to Killer, so this thing is just like the one we got off Big Mom's guy. So we know that's true. However, Kid and Killer mention that they need to consult or talk to a man marked by fire. I don't know if this means scars or if this means like literally he's got fire on him. There's a few candidates you can talk to about this. We got Sabo's got a few scars on him. Aokiji, got into a fight with a magma man. So there are some candidates out there, or this could be an entirely new character. But for now, it seems Kid knows something that Luffy doesn't, and he brags about it. But Law also seems to be very solemn about this man marked by fire. And Robin picks up on that. So maybe in the next chapter, either Robin will tell Luffy about this, or maybe Robin will ask Law about this. The two of them seem to have been forming an archaeological bond of friendship here, which is kind of nice. It's nice to see Robin making friends outside of her family. But as Luffy loses the lot and has to send the Straw Hats on the least exciting of the 3 islands, in his opinion, Kid mentions that he's really ticked off about the whole Emperor thing. Because Luffy goes, hey, I'm the Emperor out of the 3 of us, so I should be the one who's best at picking lots. And Kid goes, no, I'm tired of the whole Emperor thing. I hate you, I hate Shanks, most of all, I hate this Buggy guy. And he shows this poster of the Cross Guild, which, I don't know if I mentioned it on the channel, but I've told this theory to my brother a bunch of times. I thought to avoid the annoyance of the Marines, Mihawk, Buggy, Hancock, Weevil, basically all the former warlords would get together and just sort of be a crew. At first I thought Mihawk was going to just hang out with Shanks, then Buggy came out as an emperor and I was like, okay, so all the warlords got together. I'm half right. I didn't expect Crocodile to show up here. Luffy's shocked to see Crocodile's a part of it. Zoro is extremely shocked to see Mihawk is working for Buggy, although, let's face the facts. Mihawk and Crocodile are working for Buggy. They both could take him out very easily if they needed to. I'm not really sure if Mihawk would waste time trying to dice Buggy up, or if he would just bonk him on the head with the flat side of his sword. Regardless, it seems the reason Buggy has become an emperor is because horribly powerful pirates are working under him. The big ear ringer on this one, though, is Law reading this poster and saying, Buggy must be a pretty powerful pirate if he's got these guys working under him. And right next to him, Luffy's just like, no, he's not. No, Buggy's dumb. No, please don't read into that. So if you wanted proof that marketing works, someone as logical and intelligent as Trafalgar Law has fallen for the trick that Buggy is strong enough to be an emperor of the sea, because he's got 2 powerful guys working under him. A very flashy poster has convinced Law. Even more amazing than that, though, is this Cross Guild is not just a bond of powerful pirates working together. It is also a bounty hunting service, where they are issuing bounties on Marines. This could end up pretty interesting. In fact, I would hope to see that in the next chapter, maybe like we see Garp's bounty. I'd like to see what Akainu's bounty is. Kobe probably has a bounty for going after Hancock like that. Let's see, maybe Morgan? No, Morgan's not a Marine anymore. Oh, I would love to see if Helmeppo had a bounty of like 100 berries. Just like something insultingly low like Chopper. I just realized, we've been through all these chapters post-Wano. We've only seen Luffy's bounty. I want to see the rest of the crew's update. I want to see the rest of the crew get bigger bounties. Or maybe they're waiting for a different reveal. By different reveals, I mean the very ending of this chapter. Kinemon and Momonosuke are still looking for the Straw Hat crew, but they also call out to Yamato asking if she's left yet, to which she tells them no. But she has finally set her mind to what she wants to do. She wants to live free like Odin, and she wants to sail out to sea with the Straw Hat crew. And we still don't have confirmation if she's a new member of the crew, or if she's just going to be a traveling companion, or who knows, maybe Luffy will say no and she'll end up on Law or Kid's boats instead. Regardless of how it ends, Yamato is finally going to get to live out her dream and set out to sea like Odin did. The reason I bring this up at the same time as bounties is this might be like a Frankie scenario, where we get all the Straw Hat crew bounty reveals, and then the newest member, Yamato, gets her bounty revealed as well. Regardless of what your opinion is on Yamato being a new Straw Hat, even, my opinion on it, it may very well happen. So brace yourselves, this may be the reason why Oda has been holding off on giving us all the Straw Hats' new bounties. Let me know in the comments, though, what you think the new Straw Hat bounties are going to be, because if Luffy's jumped up as much as it did alongside the other two major captains, it can't be something small to blow wind at. Also, I certainly hope we get to see Beppo, we get to see Killer, maybe even Sachi and Penguin's bounties, and maybe even some of the Samurai of Wano are going to get bounties. But as always, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video. This is the Hero of Julios, Xing out.